Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
The murder trial continues for the man accused of fatally stabbing a Review-Journal investigative reporter. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. We begin with top stories sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. The trial for Robert Tellis is underway, continuing today with the second day of jury selections as almost 40 potential jurors returned this morning. The 47-year-old former Clark County public administrator is accused of fatally stabbing Jeff Gehrman over articles the journalist wrote about his conduct while serving in public office. The trial began Monday after Tellis waived any further search of Gehrman's personal devices, which were seized by police after he died. The Review-Journal and officials had a lengthy legal battle over the devices, which reached the state Supreme Court last fall and ruled Nevada's shield laws protected Gehrman's devices even after he was killed. The jury is now set with 2 alternates. Opening arguments are expected to start tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. A former NFL player will spend at least the next decade in prison for the death of his girlfriend's 5-year-old daughter. 33-year-old Sierra Wood was sentenced today to between 10 years and life in prison after making a deal in April where he pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and child abuse. Lorea Patra Nicole Lamont Davis died in April 2019. Authorities said she had at least 100 bruises on her body along with 20 broken ribs.
As a father, you can look at a child and what's it cause harm to, and you can listen to her cry and keep causing harm to her.
The UNLV building where 3 people died in a shooting in December is now reopened. The school offered us a tour of Beam Hall, where new measures have been taken to protect students and faculty when classes start this fall. They include new phones capable of relaying audio and visual messages in classrooms, along with 5 new 360-degree cameras.
We want them to make sure that they kind of get back into the way we used to feel, which was very safe. And to see that the other measures that we've taken are to try to even increase that safety a bit.
UNLV security will be stationed at Beam Hall during hours of operation, and you will need a key or card to access the upper building levels. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Tonight you can look forward to clear skies and an overnight low of 82 degrees. Then tomorrow we're looking at a high of 105 and low of 78. And on Thursday, a high of 107 and low of 79. Then rounding out the week with a high of 108 and low of 84 on Friday. And this weekend, we may see some clouds roll in on Saturday with a high of 106, low of 83, and 15% chance of rain. And on Sunday, a high of 104, low of 84, and 6% chance of showers. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. Does reducing free play offers impact whether gamblers will return to a casino? UNLV researchers examined trends at an unnamed tribal casino in the western U.S. over several years. They found that decreasing the amount of free play offered had minimal impact, if any, on visitation or spending per trip. But when free play was eliminated altogether, visitation dropped by 20%. One of the study's authors said about free play, quote, "It's evolved into a place where it's not achieving its stated aims."
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The public will have a chance to see an updated draft of the Oakland Athletics lease agreement for their planned $1.5 billion Las Vegas Strip ballpark when the Las Vegas Stadium Authority meets on Thursday. Terms for how the A's will play at the ballpark after they transfer ownership of the stadium and use of 9 acres of land it will sit on ahead of the team's planned 2028 debut in Las Vegas are detailed in the agreement. The lease and non-relocation agreements are 2 of the 4 major agreements that must be approved before public funds can be released for the construction of the ballpark.
In Health, brought to you by CenterWell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. August is National Minority Donor Awareness Month, and the Nevada Donor Network wants you to know how important it is for minorities to donate organs. Nevada has 646 people waiting for a life-saving transplant. In the U.S., over 100,000 people are waiting for a transplant, and 60% of them are from multicultural communities.
So it is huge for multicultural communities to donate, because there is a higher chance of long-term survival if the donor and the recipient are closely matched in terms of their genetic background.
If you're interested in becoming an organ donor, visit nvdonor.org.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. A player with previous experience with the Raiders will return to the roster. Quarterback Nathan Peterman is back with the Silver and Black. An 8-year NFL veteran, Peterman was with the team from 2018 until 2021 and most recently with the Saints. With the addition of Peterman, the Raiders now have 5 quarterbacks, including Carter Bradley, Anthony Brown Jr., Gardner Minshew, and Aiden O'Connell. In a corresponding move, the team will waive wide receiver Keelan Doss, who will be placed on the reserve injured list should he clear waivers.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The U.S. Open starts Monday, and Carlos Alcaraz is a plus 150 favorite at the Westgate Superbook to win the men's singles title. Novak Djokovic, who upset Alcaraz for the Olympic gold medal in Paris last Sunday, is a plus 250 second choice. Jannik Sinner is a plus 275 third pick. Iga Swiatek is a plus 325 favorite to win the women's singles title, followed by Arnia Sabalenka at 4-1. Coco Gauff at 7-1, and Elena Rybakina at plus 850.
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift shows since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for our upcoming events. A free festival for all ages is coming to downtown Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend. The Neon City Festival will take place November 22nd through the 24th and have an entertainment lineup with a diverse section of food and beverages. Festival planners promise performances at the 3 stages on the Fremont Street Experience and the downtown Las Vegas Event Center. Organizers hope it will divert some of the week's tourists on the Vegas Strip to other parts of the city. Additional details on headliners and more will be announced at a later time. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A burlesque star is getting a fancy new venue. Review Journal's John Katsalamidas has more.
Dita Von Teese is continuing her residency relationship in Las Vegas. The Queen of Burlesque is moving her show to Voltaire at the Venetian on September 19th. Von Teese closed her show at the Horseshoe at the old Jubilee Theater back in June, but she's in a very fancy place now, and she will be wearing costumes from the legendary Jubilee show in this new show at Voltaire, and this is an open-ended run.
Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.